Drop the F. I'm dropping that F. Drop the F. What's going on, everybody? This is a place that I get to complain about things that piss me off about society. This is Drop the F because I don't give a fuck. Back when I was a kid, we didn't have Dr. Pepper, Cookie Crisp, even Entenmann's. You know, those cakes and pastries with a display case at the end of the aisle. We used to drive all the way to Plattsburgh, Vermont. So growing up, I basically thought that Canada's food stock was just subpar when comparing to American food. I realized that's completely false. The chocolate bars, Caramel, Crunchy, Coffee Crisp, Wonder Bar, Crispy Crunch, Aero, Mr. Big, Smarties. And I'm not talking about the Smarties that are the candies, which, by the way, in Canada, we call those rockets. Growing up, I'm seeing Baby Ruths and 100 Grand bars and Fifth Avenue bars, and I'm thinking to myself, those chocolates look amazing. I found out that the Canadian chocolate surplus is infinitely better and far more superior. I even saw a blind taste test where someone was comparing chocolates found in Canada versus chocolates found in the US. The person who was doing it said that the Canadian versions were far better tasting and the American versions were just chalky and bland. When you go to a fast food restaurant, it's great to have options. And recently with the Heinz Condiment Dispensary Rainbow, you pretty much get everything you want. Relish, there's mayonnaise, maybe 2 kinds of mustard, a barbecue sauce, and a ketchup. Did you know that in Canada, every fast food place not only has all those, they also have packets of vinegar? In America, that's usually reserved for a pub that sells fish and chips trying to emulate the UK. Is this just a case of food ignorance? Or are Americans racist towards vinegar? Food for thought. Now, the chip debate is one that goes way back. Back when I was a kid, you couldn't even get chips like combos in Canada. Little crackers with stuffed with cheese. Why does Canada get the short end of the stick? Later in life, realizing it's the opposite. Canada has the ultimate chip, the all-dressed chip. It's a perfect combination of barbecue and salt and vinegar. 50% barbecue, 50% salt and vinegar, 100% delicious. And for years, it seemed like Canada was hiding this delicious chip jewel because no one else even knew it existed. Until recently, America has finally adopted Canada's delicious chip flavor. You know what bacon's called in Canada? It's called bacon. Do you know what Canadian bacon's called in Canada? It's called ham. Whether it's people in America or people anywhere else, Canadian bacon is only called Canadian bacon everywhere other than Canada. Next time you think about asking for Canadian bacon, assuming that you're gonna get actual bacon strips, rewatch this or make a note, a reminder. I don't care, just stop calling it Canadian bacon. It's offending bacon and Canadians. Thanksgiving in Canada is celebrated the exact same way as Thanksgiving in America. The only difference is it's celebrated on a completely different day, and the stories of Thanksgiving are completely different. Then why is Canadian Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving celebrated the exact same way? You eat turkey on both holidays. In fact, Canadian football is played on Canadian Thanksgiving just like American football is played on American Thanksgiving. So where's the logic behind this? Hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what pisses you guys off. There's a really good chance that it pisses me off too, and then I could talk about it next time.